Hi, Christine Jackson here with Mr. Strickland, CWI Communication 101. Hi, we've all experienced pain in our life, but we've never experienced pain such as dry socket. This, my friends, is dry socket. Dry socket can be prevented, and not everyone gets it. A socket is right here, this dark colored portion, and the socket is the hole in the bone where the tooth has been removed after a wisdom tooth has been pulled out, chiseled, or even drilled out. A blood clot forms in the socket to protect the underlying nerves and bone that's underneath. So when that clot is dislodged or dissolves away, you get the dreaded dry socket, which is unbearably painful. So anything, once you have dry socket, anything that gets into your mouth, food, water, the air that you breathe, goes straight through to the bone site, and it just causes unbearable pain. So as a preventative, the American Dental Association recommends early wisdom teeth removal. When you get them out between the ages of 18 and 22, your pain tolerance is much higher, and they have not rooted so far down into the jawbone at that time. And also, if they're impacted, meaning still under the gum line, they're not going to be as hard for the oral surgeon or the dentist to get out. So the main preventative is early removal of your wisdom teeth to avoid dry socket. Another preventative for females is if you know that you're going to be getting your wisdom teeth out, you need to speak to your oral surgeon or your dentist about any medications that you may be on, especially if they're a hormone medication. They need to know this because if you are taking estrogen, per se, or another feminine hormone, it will cause the clotting process to slow down, and your clot that you should get there in the site where the wisdom tooth was pulled out of the socket, if a clot doesn't form in there, then you're going to have dry socket almost instantly if you don't tell them about your medications that you're on. And that goes for males as well, not the estrogen, of course, but just let your doctors know what medications you're on, and that way they will know if they can go to their medical journal and just find out if that's going to be something that's going to slow down the healing process or slow down the clotting process. Smoking. Smoking is a huge thing for dry socket. You do not want to smoke before or after your surgery. They recommend, at least the Mayo Clinic recommends at least 2 days quitting 2 days prior, and at least not smoking for up to 2 weeks after, just to prevent you from having the dry socket. After surgery, when you get your wisdom teeth out, you want to avoid sucking through a straw. This was really hard for me to do because everywhere I go it seems I want to drink from a straw. Well, when you're sucking through that straw, you're causing a suction at the back of your mouth. Your cheeks actually are being sucked in. You may not realize it, even if you're drinking water, milkshake, whatever. And so you definitely want to avoid a straw for sure. And you will for sure need to pick up your medications. If you get dry socket, which if you get dry socket, you're going to know it. First of all, you will have severe pain within the first 3 days. And over-the-counter medications, they will not take away the pain. You must get a prescription for the pain meds to help. Check your mouth daily after you have your surgery done. You can actually see back there, and you can see your clot that's forming at the back. If you don't see a clot and you see that your bone is exposed, call your dentist, call your oral surgeon, and get in right away. But most of the time, you're going to feel the pain before you're even going to notice it yourself. They will, once you have dry socket, they will send you home with an irrigating syringe. And they will recommend that you do this every night before bed, and maybe even in the morning. You fill it with warm water, you get it to the back where your socket is, and you squirt it down, and it cleans out that whole socket. And a lot of sockets, especially if you wait till you're older, they're pretty deep, so you will have lots of food that's lodged in there. So that's really important. Keep irrigating. You can use a Sonicare to massage back there, and that helps a little bit with the pain as well. But the main thing is drink your clear fluids every day to help with the nausea from the pain meds. Drink the fluids to keep you from being dehydrated. Wear your, this is funny, wear your cold pack. It's really important. You may look like a goof, but it's going to help you. This thing saved my life. It just really helped with the pain. So wear your cold pack and irrigate and rinse with warm, salty water. And the American Dental Association also recommends that you do a follow-up visit. So be sure to follow up. Have your stitches looked at if they're still there, if they haven't dissolved after so long. And the main preventative here is early removal of your wisdom teeth. And that's what I want to get across, and I can't emphasize it anymore. Don't wait until you're 40 when they are so rooted into your jawbone. Do it and get it done with if you get the opportunity. Thank you.